Well, I'm damn. You're from that vault, Vault 101.
I'm still trying to find the other two quests I missed in Klamath. I don't know, I'm having trouble finding them. Nah, he doesn't look like he has a quest. Do you have a quest? No. One of these people has to have the other quests. Help me out. Where am I looking? Where am I looking? Oh, here we go.
Strangers.
Yeah. Armory? That's the bathroom place. Moriarty Saloon. That doesn't sound like something I want.
Do you want something, or are you just looking to get your ass beat?
Hey! I'm just looking for a freaking quest. Jesus. These people are mean. Just nuke them all. Actually, I wonder. Hang on. I noticed there's a giant nuke in the center of town here, which is very on brand for Klamath.
No suffering.
Let's see. Aw, I need an explosive skill. Damn it.
We shall see our relief.
Let's see. What is my explosive skill here? Damn, not quite enough. Ah, well.
From the pain and hardships of this world. Yea,
Wait, who's Moira?
suffering shall exist no longer. It shall be washed away.
Oh, I can't even help the water pipes. Where did the sheriff go? Did he just, like, give up on trying to talk to me? Oh, no, there he is. He's still trying to track me down. He's been walking after me this whole time. Ahem. Sorry. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's actually funny, because I was thinking about how Fallout 3 would review. What? Okay, that scared me for a second. You didn't see it, but the game crashed the moment I started it. I gotta adjust this back to this. There we go. Thank you, Shadow Machine. No, it wasn't that. I was trying to move the window, and it said failed to detect input, and it immediately closed. Which was just kind of confusing. Let's see here. Oi, look! That's me, obviously. This here's Shadowhawk, the mech boy. I was inviting you to break proper warg. So grab your shooters and your chopper, we'll get to crump the Imperium. Shooters, blood and teeth. Unfortunately, I can't do that off the top of my head. But thank you very much. We just got a mix in a good old red splatter git. I have 5 Blade Travala, but I haven't changed it in a very long time on purpose. With the new stream system and Mass Effect covered and the queue caught up, the original queue caught up, I figured it was a good time to go ahead and change the background. So I did. Alright. Now then, let's get all properly orky. There's apparently still some questions in this goddamn town. Ah! You know what? Hang on. I've got it. Hang on. New plan. I'm going to go over to Arroyo here. You will not pay me for that, Elizar. But on the plus side, there's no real questions to be had about that. In fact, I can answer all your questions literally right now. Death Battle is an entertainment thing. It is not intended to be a serious discussion or analysis of the competitive capacities of two individuals. So anything they say is literally being done for entertainment value, not accuracy. There you go. There's all your questions answered. Oh yeah, by the way, you're probably wondering why we are... I've already told you my opinion. The Lich King stomps Sauron like a bug. That's not even a comp. It's like saying, who's going to win? A deer or Godzilla? That's the equivalent of what that is. I figured, Pika. I do hope you enjoy. Oh, nice Shadow Machine. Yeah, I've noticed there are several of those types of games. They're actually pretty quick, all things considered. Yeah, I'm fine, Flygan. I'm flying. I'm flying. We just need to be very, very careful. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Who knows? We might get dog meat as we head south. It's pure RNG. Literally pure RNG. I looked it up. Yeah, there's what I'm talking about, where the whole game just pauses for a second. It stops functioning. I don't know. I think the viewer count and the money they make proves that Death Battle is better than me. No, Pika. I try to avoid talk about that for obvious reasons. Yeah, no, the game, every now and again, when it's loading a new round... I talked about this yesterday. When it's loading a new round, just stalls out like that. Sure. Straight down, please. Leave us! I mean, you're attacking me. I'm not sure what you want from me here. Yeah, like that. Then the whole game goes into not responding. Until it actually catches back up. I have no idea what's doing that, but we're probably going to give it a negative. Because, what the crap. We are small guns. Small guns talk lockpick. In other words, we are all three of the basic spokes of builds of Fallout 2. And 1. Someone asked if I'm enjoying this more than 1. It's an interesting question. So far, I'm still stuck in the first town. Is it? No, this is not right. Hang on, let me address my my map. I thought it was straight south, but I could be wrong. Knowing me. Nope, it is straight south. Is this better than Fallout 1? How would I know? I haven't reviewed it yet. I'm still in the process. It should be, like, right here. Like, seriously, it should be right here. In fact, actually... Oh, Jesus. It should be right here. No undead, no orc, and Sauron is not considered undead. Would the Lich King stomp him like a bug? Yes! The second Lich King is a tremendously powerful warrior with tremendous magical power in 3 separate fields. Sauron is a guy with a mace. Good smith. Not going to help him much. Yeah, it is literally right where I'm standing. It is right here. In fact, I believe that dot I'm standing over is it. Okay. Time to run! Sauron isn't really what you'd call a mage in the traditional sense, no. And there's that stalling again. He's not a fallen angel so much as he's... Look, the way that they do spiritual creatures in Lord of the Rings is bonkers. Just... All you need to know is that he's like 2 tiers down. He's pretty much at the same level of Gandalf and Saruman. The thing that makes him such a threat is his control over his armies and his control over the rings. And the fact that he tied the ring to his life force, all that crap. I have triple checked this map. I am standing on the Navarro base. Why won't it let me in? The ring doesn't give him any power. That's not really how that works. One of the most common misconceptions about the ring is that there's any superpowers within it. It's actually doesn't work that way at all. The whole purpose of the One Ring is to tempt and control other people. Wow, can I seriously not go someplace until I know it's there? It's right here. It's right here. I'm actually confused, but this must be a patch, because I swear to God, I know that one of my friends, every time he would play this game, the first thing he would do, ever, is he would go straight south, because it is, as you can see, a straight shot south from Arroyo, pray for good RNG on the random encounters, get to Navarro, get the armor, and there's a couple other things here, but the armor's the big thing. It's the second best armor in the game. Is there like a explore option? No, I know where it is, and I think it's either a patch or it's S-Fall. It's one of the two, because I know this is a thing that used to be done. In fact, he suggested it to me last night as like a joke. I was just going to joke anyways. But I also wanted to show off the best character in the game. I mean, it's possible the map is lying to me? Like... Hang on, let me find if there's another map. Let's see if we can find another map of Fallout 2. No, not that one. And let's also say thank you very much, Judo Joker. Isn't invisibility a power? So, okay, this is going to get into some weird metaphysics, but it doesn't actually make you invisible in the strictest sense of the word. What it does is it shuffles you into the spirit realm. So you're more spiritually connected than you are physically connected. Now, that may or may not sound like a distinction, but the relevant part is that it makes you much easier to see for anybody who already has a degree of sight within the spirit realm, like, say, Sauron. The whole point of that is so that anytime you put the ring on, you are mega visible from anywhere on the planet to Sauron. There's a reason why in the movies, for example, when Frodo accidentally puts on the ring in the Bree Inn, in whatever it's called, he is immediately visible to Sauron. From the tower, from Dol Guldur or whatever. Just instantly, like, aha! That's the whole point. So, technically, yes, it does have invisibility, but I hesitate to call that actual invisibility, because that's not really its point and purpose. This is also one of the reasons why it didn't really have the same effect on Bilbo when he used the ring. Alright, so, yeah, I guess it will not show on the map, huh? Well, whatever. Let's reload here and go back to Klamath. Hi, another hymn. Is Lord of the Rings an allegory on drugs? It's not an allegory, first of all. In fact, Tolkien himself violently opposed the idea that it was an allegory to begin with, The only thing that comes close to an allegory in the entirety of Lord of the Rings is the Scourging of the Shire, also known as the worst part of the entire series. Second of all, drugs have nothing to do with anything. I'm afraid I have to stab you now, Rama. Ah, there we go. Did I say thank you to Judo Joker? I feel like I did. I did. But just to be sure, thank you again. And I did put that towards Hitman 3. Thank you. Okay. I don't like the Shire. I love the Shire. I'd retire in the Shire. What I don't like is the Scourging of the Shire. The Scourging of the Shire, in my opinion, is terrible in every way. It doesn't fit thematically. It doesn't fit narratively. It destroys the pacing of the story. It destroys the plot. It completely invalidates half the quest. And it's basically a spiteful screw you that he put in just because of allegory for what he himself went through during the Grey War. It's only in the books, Elysium. For good reason. Imagine you're at the very end of a movie, and at the very end it's like, oh, by the way, everything's dead and rotten, and everything's screwed, and it's just, ugh. That's my answer to all that. What am I doing? I'm trying to find some dude who has alcohol. I mean, I know there's more details to it than that, Black Malkin. I just don't care. I spit venom at it. I hated it. I hated it so much that I didn't go back and reread the books for about 20 years after that because of how much I hated that goddamn part of the book. That's so goddamn terrible. It's actually pissing me off. That's how much it pissed me off. Good God. All right, letting it go, letting it go. Everyone who likes the books is awesome, and I'm wrong. All right, so now that we got that dealt with, where the crap am I going? I guess it was yesterday. I'm telling you, Death Battle's better than me, Elysium. By every demonstrable metric. Is this seriously not going to load? All right, we'll use this. Good morning, Nemesis. No, I'm just all tabbed. There. Okay, found it. Sorry, I'm reading the walkthrough. Trying to figure out what we're missing here. Here we go. Okay. The Buckner House. Where the hell is the Buckner House? No, I think you're right, Flagand, and I'd hesitate to call my friend a liar, since that was one of his random things, too. Maybe you have to... In fact, I'm almost positive the speedrun does that too, now that I'm thinking about it. There's got to be some glitchy method to make Navarro show up without, you know, being at that point in the story. Ah, thank you, Black Malkin. Alright, so this is the thing. So I'm talking to Whiskey Bob. Whiskey Bob. Are you Whiskey Bob? Hey, Whiskey Bob! I want your quest. Okay, yep, that didn't help anything. Alright, huh. Okay, none of those options seem to be give me your quest. I just bought it. Oh, maybe I don't have enough money. Oh, I don't have enough money, do I? Yeah, okay, hang on. I was gonna say, I tried to buy him a thing, and it was just like, no. Alright, hang on. Yeah, I spent everything recruiting Sulik, which is funny, because I didn't know there was a party size cap in this game, which, by the way, there is. Here, just give me all your money. I'll give you one, whatever this is. Beer. I need to buy the guy a beer, so I'm selling my beer so that I can buy him a beer. Okay. I'll buy you a drink. There we go. Hey. All right. How can I help you do your quest? Sure. Tell me more. Find a little shack south of town. Dump some firewood into the still. Also, you need to do it very quickly. So, timed quests. Oh God, you're right, Black Malkin. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I remember that moment in Deus Ex. Okay, now we're immediately gonna build off here. Need to go south. Go south, go south. Jaina's a Dreadlord isn't a theory, it's a meme. Nobody actually thinks that seriously. As far as would she be more dangerous or terrifying? Oh, I think she would. Absolutely. She's one of the most powerful hydromancers in the world. And one of the most knowledgeable mages in the world. Hi, Kemek. Is that a gold? That is a gold. Yep, it's doing the thing. Does anybody know about that? Like, is that something we can Google? People who are smarter than me? And not currently fighting geckos? Game not responding during combat? Something along those lines. Fallout 2 not responding during combat. Yeah, like that. Right there. Oh, cool. All I have to do is put the game in a state where I can't stream it. Perfect, Flygand. Remember, the whole reason we have this mod running is so I could put it into streamable status by getting it properly working in window mode. Hi, Savicum. Savicum, I got a question for you. If you don't mind helping me out with something. If you don't want to, if you don't have time or whatever, oh god, that's also fine. You can just tell me, Lore, I hate you. And then be like, don't. So I have a spreadsheet. Column 1 is the names of games. Column 2 is the dates the games came out, and column 3 will be the score of the games. It's not yet. That'll take more time. But the idea here is what I want is I want a chart that lists just the years and then shows how many games came out in which year. And I have no idea how to make that happen other than just doing it manually. Obviously, I know how to do that manually. Can you think of anything? If you can't, well, that's okay. Vampire by Don't Nod? I don't even know what that is. Vampire the Masquerade is a setting, so you're going to have to be a little more... Oh, Bloodlines. I've actually reviewed VTM Bloodlines. A couple years, Flag End? Like, I installed SFall... the reason I forgot I had SFall installed was I installed it when Fallout 2 was added to the list. Oh, Vampire! Oh, Vampire was... Well, actually, it was pretty sucky in several ways. But if you played it on easy difficulty, it was actually a lot better designed, which is weird. But either way, the point being, I did enjoy Vampire overall. Ugh! Well, hang on. Let's see if we can do that, because this stalling thing is not only irritating, but I'm sure it's not fun for you guys. Does the audio kick out when it does it, too, for you? Like, I'm not sure what you're seeing when it stalls like that. So, hang on, let's save. Which game did I like more? Vampire. VTMB is... like... Hold up. Let me go to my website. Did you know I have a website, Elysium? I don't know if you knew this. But there's a thing. It's called a website. Bloodlines. So Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines got a golden number of 15.22, which was plus 27 to story and minus 20 to gameplay. And I think that says my opinion about it right there. Vampire was not that bad of a spread. Therefore, by effectively definition, was a better game for me. Hey, Sulik, or whatever your name is. Bob. Who doesn't even have a quest. He took up 350 of my frickin' dollars just so I can recruit you. Come here! Oh my god. Oh my god. Come here. It's actually not that, Blade Traval. What it is I prefer games that have equally good gameplay and story. The actual gradient that is added to the golden number is the gap in between story and gameplay. So I don't actually value gameplay over story in terms of score. Although I will admit, in terms of preference, I tend to lean more towards gameplay because at the very least, you know, if I'm just going to quote Alex Korbianiki here, it doesn't matter how good the soup is if you give me a fork to drink it with, right? Where's the door? Where's the door? There it is. We have found the door. If you give me a spork, then I'm going to have to stab you with it. Stab. Okay, then we are in combat, apparently? Oh, for Christ's sakes. I don't have time for this. Use on still. Yay. Also use on still. Oh, there's no more room. Well, okay. 100 experience for dumping lumber into a still. Yes, Fallout 2 is post-post. We are officially past the post. Society exists, things have gotten going, but there is still enough of a impact of the society that was before, and that sort of informs the narrative and the design, all sorts of other fun stuff. For Christ's sakes. Really, G-Juice? Yeah, no, I hear that too. It's often listed as one of the best video games, RPGs of all time. Wow, those are terrible chances to hit. Never mind. Let's not do that. Yet Fallout 3 should be post-post, but it's actually post because of stupidity. Now, I was looking up a couple of things, and I found something interesting. Now, I'm not going to throw shade here, but the biggest flaws of Fallout 3, most, still apply to Fallout 2. And yes, I have Flag End. Oh, I just do not have the hit chance. Let's try the body. Nope, nothing. I bring that up because, well, Fallout 3 obviously has many issues, and the biggest flaw, of course, is that they completely fundamentally changed genres to a completely different style of game. I don't really understand why some people will praise the hell out of Fallout 2 and then bash Fallout 3 for effectively the same reason. Oh my god, this stupid thing. You know what? Okay, hang on. Let's just go to Palms mode, because this is just whatever. Fallout 4 could have done a lot with itself and didn't do anything with it. Because Fallout 4 is Fallout 4. On the plus side, we know we can hang with golden geckos barely. So we might be okay to do the only other quest we have right now. Don't do it, G-Juice. Don't do it! One of these days we might kill this thing. Maybe. If Geralt had the ring... Okay, he's not dead. I just have to freak out. Like, really? Oh my god! I mean, it's not like I have a choice, really, Von Falkenstein. I don't have the bullets to waste on 40% chances to hit once per turn. That's a good question, Jay Palmer, but we're only like 5 hours in right now, and I hesitate to judge the game that quick. Oh, thank God. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's run. Run, 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 run. Okay, let's save, and then let's run. Run. Run, 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 run. Anyways, Geralt. So Geralt gets the ring. And then immediately is corrupted. No, I'm just joking. But I mean, I don't really understand the question, because there are only two possibilities if you procure the ring. Really. You either become hyperfixated and obsessed with it, Gollum, or you are immediately corrupted by it and turn into Sauron's puppet. Yeah, so... Gigantical rats, which actually already dealt with. Tell me about the den. Yep, yep, okay. Alright, that's it. I mean, I suppose that's a possibility, Jay Palmer, but if we're being 100% honest, Nobody who ever picked up the ring sought to destroy it. Not one. Why did Frodo not become evil? Frodo did become evil. We just saw the very beginning steps of it. What happened to Frodo is the same thing that happened to Gollum. It's just we saw it in live instead of in flashback. Also, and I'm just going to say this as bluntly as I can, if not for Sam, Frodo would have fallen much faster. But even with Sam, Frodo did still fall. Frodo still gave in. Oh yeah, no, it's a great scene. Even in the books, it's a great scene. When Sauron realizes that someone might actually try to destroy the ring. Because it never even occurred to him that that was a possibility. After all, the very design of the ring was such that that wasn't even supposed to be possible. Alright, so we did that quest. We're going to save. Quit the game. And we're going to play Fallout 3 instead. No, I'm joking, but I am going to try and figure out this patch thing, see if this figures this out, because I want to try and fix that and hope for the best. What's the name of this stupid patch I'm using? Default, I think? Nope, that's not it. S-Fall, thank you. S-Fall. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Blade Traval. It's funny, because for the longest time I held the opinion that Sam was the true hero of the story. And then, when I got older and started actually studying Lord of the Rings a bit more, I found out that Tolkien himself also said that Sam was the hero of the story, so go figure. I sincerely doubt he would, Elizar. Geralt's cool and all, but I mean... And part of the problem, too, is the very nature of the ring is that the more inclined towards good you are, the more likely you are to try and use the ring by the nature of its corruptive influence. That's why someone like Gandalf, who was a very good person, didn't even want to touch the ring. This is why Galadriel was trying to stay away from the ring. One of the biggest reasons why Frodo was able to resist the ring for so long wasn't because he was a good person, it's because he didn't care. It's because he was just a dude who was happy with life. In fact, one of the core threads is that the more unhappy you are with life and yourself and the world, the more likely you are to use the ring. Tell me that Geralt is happy with the state of the world and his life and himself. All right, so hang on. Let me pull up the repo here. Yeah, Geralt, no offense, Geralt would fall fast. Geralt would fall faster than Aragorn, and Aragorn knew better than to even touch that crap. If anything, Geralt would probably remind me more of, oh my god, I can't think of his name. Sean Bean. Oh god, the Warrior of Light? Boromir, thank you. Geralt would probably line up more with Boromir's experience there. Not quite as badly, because Boromir was suffering under what I can only refer to as a curse of despair, given the state of what was going on in his city and with his people at that time. Okay, so... Sorry, someone in chat said I need a specific version. I'm trying to find who said that, when and where. Oh, and thank you, Savacom, if you're even still there. It does sound like I'm going to have to do it manually, though, based on what you're telling me. Just rereading chat here. So 4.2.9 apparently has the issue. So what's our current version? I've ever mentioned I don't like GitHub. I mean, I like it ideologically, but I hate navigating it. Well, we're on 3.2. It really is Plutonia. I've gotten better about it, but I remember when I first started perusing GitHub for various reasons, and I can't tell you how many times, I, like an idiot, would stumble into a source code instead of the finished the finished goddamn, what's the term? The compiled program, or the compiled bug or thing or whatever. How do I? I'm trying to figure out how to install it. You're gonna have to give me a minute here. Okay, let me get some music going. You got to be kidding me. No, I don't actually have any Skyrim music on my computer, Elysium. About a week, Dark Day, something like that. Oh, speaking as someone who used to work in IT, Zedslayer, a lot of people in programming crowds are absolutely elitist jackasses about it. No offense to all the elitist jackasses watching right now, but I'm talking people I knew in person. I wanted to slug a few of them for just how ridiculously elitist they would get about certain things. It's just, really? No, you're thinking about a different image, Dark Day. I actually changed the image literally just a week ago. Here, I'll show you. That's what you're thinking of. It's delaying me, but you're thinking of this. Actually, no, you're not. I'm sorry, that was another picture. I've got several Hyperion images. What's the point? There we go. This is actually the one that you thought you were thinking about. Yeah, I changed it after we finished Mass Effect. This is ridiculous. How do I install this goddamn thing? I mean, I think I've done better lore runs than StarCraft, but I appreciate it, Dark Day. Thank you. This is extraordinarily unhelpful. I'm gonna laugh if I actually grabbed the wrong thing. That would be legitimately funny. Maybe? Okay, this looks promising. I gave up. Fallout 2 is too big for me. Yeah, it's supposed to be just a DLL, and I'm staring at a gigantic pile of code. Probably because... So the GitHub, in this case, actually didn't have the compiled DLLs. Just the raw code. I had to navigate to the release page, then to the forum of the release page, then jump over to SourceForge, and there actually grab the DLLs. Oh my god. Okay, so let's do that, and let's see what happens. Okay. That's bad. Hang on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, hang on. We've got problems. Hold up. Ugh, okay. Let's try that again. I would rather see a proper remake of Elder Scrolls... of Morrowind than see Elder Scrolls 6, personally. So I've got bad news and terrible news. Hang on, let's see if we can do this. Give me a second, Why is it not giving me the option? Nope. But the terrible news is I'm having trouble getting the game into streamable status. At all. Like, just getting it into the point where I could stream the damn game. What game is it? What? I'm confused by that question. It should be right here, and it's not. That's worrisome. Okay, maybe in-game? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I still have account. Okay, yes, please do windowed mode. And yes, that's the right resolution. Okay. Run the game. Okay, okay, that's bad, but better. Well, okay, that's confusing, is what that is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you see this? You can, it looks like. The window isn't just a bit off, it's fundamentally different, which we need to figure out what's going on with that. Because it should look a little bit different because this is the high-res patch. Like, if you notice, it looks like the camera was zoomed out a few miles. Now, that's not on purpose. I don't actually want that to be a thing. But I'm not sure I can fix that. So, let me try something. It's also slowed down. Like, the game is literally running slower than it used to, which is very strange. So, hang on. Let me try to fix this. Still slow. Still wrong. Okay, let's just Alt F4. Let's just Alt F4. Or don't. Apparently Alt F4 doesn't work. Alright, hang on. It's okay, I've got another plan. Let's do this. Let's do this. And this. And see what that does. It's okay, we're gonna make this happen. It's gonna happen. We're gonna be able to play the game. It's gonna be awesome. It's still slow. It's still the wrong resolution. I'm about ready to just live with barely being able to see what I'm doing in a game where that's already a huge hassle for me, which is part of why I don't want to do that. Okay, let's try this. Let's do this. Put it there and put it there and hope that works. It's still slow, and it's still zoomed out. I actually turned off the 2x thing because I figured that might zoom it in, Plutonia. So, It was on originally. That's where we were at. Let's try this. Let's be strange. Let's do this, turn that on. I mean, at this rate, I'm honestly just kind of throwing things at the wall and changing settings randomly in order to try and make this work. Still slow. Good. And still tiny. This is with 2x on, for example. Okay. I've changed the resolution about 8 times. It hasn't changed anything. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure out where our save files are. Let me know where the save files are. I already disabled the patch. That didn't do anything. That's because the people are right there doing their usual Wednesday thing that happens every single Wednesday. One of these days, people are just going to realize that this is when the mowers and the noise shows up, and that screws with the mic. This is new. This wasn't even an option last time, so positive potential. We're just gonna leave all this well enough alone. Of course. This. Hey! Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Now, of course, the real question is whether or not the core issue remains the thing we were trying to fix to begin with. At this point, though, I think I'm willing to just live with that. And hopefully it won't crash the game. I have no idea, Black Malkin. I uninstalled and just etch-a-sketched everything. Made a backup of the save folder. And then reinstalled from scratch. And it's fine. In fact, I actually don't have any mods installed at all right now. Which is strange. What am I doing? Yes, we no longer have this S-Fall patch. That's where we're at. Oh, a vertibird. And, oh my god. Yeah! Yeah, that's... Right, I missed with a 95% chance to hit. Yeah, I know, I figured that, but you'll notice the sensor's chance to hit is 36. You want to get involved in this fight, buddy? Seriously. Why is he not helping me? Berserker, last I checked, Jongo. Hey! He woke up. Nope, it's still doing it. Whatever. The game's just gonna stall every combat of the game. Thank you, Dark Day. Sorry, I didn't even acknowledge it, because technically I don't actually pay attention to anything lower LOTR. But, just in this case, I will pretend you donated $1 and put it towards dealer's choice. Thank you, Dark Day. Oh, thank God. Okay. That's an interesting question. I'm not sure if it's fair to give the game a negative for the fact that it happens, because I have no idea what's actually causing it. Like, just something is making the game freeze every round in combat. Incrementally. Like, the longer combat goes on, the more it happens, the worse it gets. And I don't know what or how or why. No, I did not, Elizar. I'm afraid that there are no more questions. Ever. Okay, so Geralt is happy with his friends. And I agree with being excited, but he's not that miserable. That's why I love him. That's cool. I don't see a question there. So I'm afraid there is no question to be answered. Which means there's only one thing to do, Elizar. It's okay, I have a 95% chance to hit you, Elizar, which means I'm obviously going to miss. Well, actually, I have no mods installed right now either. I deleted the folder. I etch-a-sketched. So, this is just straight Steam install. No messing with. No mods, no nothing. So, by definition, that actually does mean that's probably going to be a negative. So, let's see here. Freezing during combat. We'll put a question mark on that. We're just going to kind of watch it. Yep. Apparently the issue is with windowed mode, which I'm still going to probably ding that because I tend to play in windowed mode regardless of the show, so that's not a streaming problem. No, Fallout 1 didn't have this issue at all. Fallout 1 ran like butter. With no mods, I feel like adding. Does anybody have the GOG version? And, follow-up question, does the GOG version have the same problem? I don't like playing games in in full screen. I prefer windowed mode. Especially since I'm usually, if I'm playing video games, I'm usually chatting with friends. So, you know, I have Discord up over there, and I'm usually paying attention to Discord. I've usually got some kind of work going on in the background. Like, I have a lot of reasons to play in windowed mode, and I have no reasons to play in full screen. I don't do full screen. The only times I'll ever go to full screen is if I am specifically trying to show off the 4K stuff. And frankly, I actually prefer doing not full 4K 4:3. So it's the full height of the screen, but it's only covering this part. So that's still windowed. That's just a preference thing. But if the game has that big of a flaw in windowed mode, that's not great. So like I said, we're going to put that under a question mark. Okay, so let's go to the Toxic Caves, I suppose. Then we go to Arroyo and talk to the greatest NPC in the game. No, go into the... How much ammo do I have? Guess we'll find out in a minute. Geralt is absolutely a cynic. Are you kidding me, Elysium? And when I said he was miserable, actually, I didn't say he was miserable, so I don't know where you're getting that from. But what I did say is he's unhappy with the world he lives in. You cannot tell me to my face that Geralt thinks the world he lives in is totally cool with no issues whatsoever. I don't know where you would even get that from. I've had a chance to teach history. By the way, congratulations, Tara. Which part of history would I prefer? Ancient Greece and Rome or the 19th century revolution? Well, considering I don't know ancient Greece and Rome all that well, by definition, my choice has been made for me. What's my ammo count like? Actually, I got plenty of ammo. Nice. Oh, I agree with that, Cashel. Which would, getting back to the original point, make him extremely susceptible to the One Ring. Think about how much better things would be if you were in charge. The One Ring doesn't prey on you being evil, it preys on your desire to improve things. To make things better, it's part of the trap of the One Ring. Oh, yeah. Don't even bother. He's engaging in combat this time. The Enclave isn't that terrible. Right. Have they heard of Frank Horrigan? I'm just wondering. Or Richard Richardson, while we're on the subject. Okay. I've decided I don't like golden geckos. Do I think the ring would have changed? Oh, dude, Faramir's father was so drowned in despair. Sorry, Sulik. That sucks. That he would be corrupted by the ring in probably seconds. Minutes on the outside. Try to make it so we're not lined up so we can not shoot our ally. Sure, we'll try that, Black Mountain. Hang on a sec. Come on. Hi, Canada Banks. Yeah, no, I agree, Tara. Denethor was drowned in despair. It's kind of the point of his character. Lesser men, etc., etc. Alright, hang on. So we're going to exit the game. See if we can make something work here. Browse local files. I mean, I have no idea what keeps Geralt going, Elizar. That's your guess as good as mine. Alright, so... fe2res.dll? No, but .ini. Ah, there it is. We'll make a backup of that while we're here. What do we got? Okay, so this is funny. So I'm in the ini file right here. And I find the line, which is extra win message checks equals 0. Immediately before it is a commented out comment, which says, set this to 1 to prevent the not responding error that occurs in windowed mode. That's in the ini file. Thanks for the info. Thank you, Black Malkin. I'll thank Black Malkin legitimately. The game can go to hell for not telling me anywhere other than, like, if I manually search the frickin' INI. Oh my god. Let's try this over here. No, that's still totally negative territory. We actually have precedence on that. Something that I can fix manually in the INI file is still negative. Oh, that may be that's there. Either that or it's some artifact installed somewhere, which I'm not sure about. I'll probably only give that one negative. Because, you know, it is a windowed mode only thing. And that's the only reason. I don't know, I'll think about it. That's a good question, J. Palmer. I don't know. Is the question bot not working? Question bot is not working. What happened to question bot? Somebody killed question bot. It was Elizar! How could you? How could you do this to me, Elizar? There we go. Ham. And no is the answer, Gum Gum. Obviously, the Empire doesn't have to remind people that its soldiers are actually people. I know that's shocking. Insane, one might say, to try and remind people that people are actually people. But it is a thing. I know, just bear with me. Oof. Anyways. And it's still happening. Hold on. 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 Nope, it is set to 1. It didn't reset it to 0. Lots of people love this game, Sferum. I am most likely the outlier here. In the effort to stay not negative, I'm actually trying not to bash this game like I normally would for a game that's scoring this badly. And instead, I'm just trying to focus on just chatting or discussing aspects of the lore or the history or whatever as we go. So you said something about green goop, John. I don't know what you're talking about there, but there's definitely some green goop on the ground. Elazar, I literally don't know what you want from me. Everything you're saying is proving me right. Everything you're saying is absolutely colliding with what I have already said. You think for 5 seconds that Geralt would not actually want to make a better world for his friends? You really think that that would not be a motivator for him? Okay, that should be a good line. Well, if you're asking me, do I think Geralt is a person who lives in a miserable world and barely makes do by virtue of a couple of friendly connections with people, then yeah, absolutely. But I feel like I already answered this question 3 times. So for the 4th and final time, because I'm sick of talking about this, yes, I do think he is an idealist and an optimist in a world that sucks. There's a reason that quote exists about the 2 things. I've got the one sword for monsters and the other one for monsters, right? Like the whole reason that that quote exists is because of how much he is pissed off by the people, not the monsters, who exist within the world he lives within. Moving on. Someone asked something about no positives at all. So, I don't like to give positives out, or negatives, actually, for that matter, until I'm sure about them. So I know you're looking at the HUD. If you want, I could get rid of the HUD if that would make you feel better. But those 11 points are the only points I've codified yet. There are 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 additional negatives, which are currently being debated under gameplay. And there is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional positives, which are being debated. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 story positives which are being debated, and 1 story negative which is being debated. However, if you're asking if anything else has been codified yet, the answer is obviously no. Sorry, I'm just feeling really frustrated because I just had to spend about an hour of my life getting the game running and in an attempt to fix this stupid crap, and then failed at it, despite doing the thing the game itself told me to do. So forgive me my mood. So we don't know is the answer to that, Darth Trinius. There are vague and infrequent references to the state of the rest of the world. We know one person comes from Britain, and we know that there's probably something that's either a sleeper cell or something left over from China. And that's kind of it. So let me just boil this all down here. No. The answer is no. We don't know what's going on in the rest of the world at all. We know that... I'm being nibbled to death by cats. We know that before the bombs fell, things were getting pretty bad because Europe had a massive energy crisis thanks to... No, I'm joking. Massive energy crisis, which meant that Europe sort of fell apart because of lack of ability to provide energy. But that was before the bombs fell. That's very possible, Black Malkin. As I've said several times, I'm not very familiar with things that are not the games. So never mind. Apparently I'm completely wrong, and I just gotta shut up about it because I'm sick to death of talking about it. So we're done. We're done, we're done, we're done. My mood is actually getting more irritable by the second. Mostly because I'm stupid. See, that's how it works. You have a lower int mod, and your morale goes down the lower your int is. Like, you'd think it would be the opposite, right? You'd think less morale equals, or it should be less int equals more morale, because you're stupid. You don't understand what's going on. But it's actually the opposite. Who is this? Who are you? I don't know. Yes, think about kittens in Fallout. Are there ever kittens in a Fallout game? Is that ever a thing? I did, comma, but I still have some pistachio nuts. Thank you, period. How? Okay, well, I guess we'll give him some boots in a minute, because, oh. Alright, so let's see here. Wow, this is a long run. Alright, okay, okay. Okay. Let's... How long do I think it would take the Earth to recover from nuclear war? People much smarter than me have done the math on that. I have no idea. I don't have a clue. The bedrock of Elder Scrolls? The Kim! No, wait. The bedrock of the Elder Scrolls is... Now, what's funny is I'm kidding, but you could argue very strongly that that's actually true. Hey, you want to join the fight here, buddy? God almighty, please tell me I get a better gun at some point. You did it! You killed him! Good job, buddy. So, if the Empire wasn't the Empire, Gum, you're asking me an invalid question. There's no answer to that question. What do you mean, Django? The fact that he keeps refusing to engage in combat is because I have him set to Berserker? I mean, I'm not saying that's not true. I'm just saying that would be very funny if that were true. Oh my god. Alright, so, let's see. That's it. The bedrock of Elder Scrolls is the shapely tale of the Argonian Maid. What do I think about the current state of Star Wars? I don't think I have an opinion on that, to be completely honest with you. That's like asking me what I think of the current state of Star Wars, honestly, at any point in time. Like, it hasn't really changed all that much. There's still a bunch of projects being made. Some of those projects are good. Some of those projects are bad, and some of those projects are in between. Star Wars is Star Wars. That hasn't really changed. So, I don't think there's an answer I can give to that. I like how when their corpse slides, they don't leave puddles of blood, so... Okay, so... let's save. Yeah, let's save, and then let's talk to Sully. Hey, what's up? Alright, so... combat control, first of all. Okay, he's really injured. Besides Andor, what does Star Wars have going for it right this second? Aren't there like 5 shows and 7 movies being made right now? And 2 games that I know of? do you have anything... What's my train of thought here? Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I can choose coward. Do you add anything to your grits? Question mark. I actually discovered I like grits much more recently, comma. It always sounded so weird to me, period. Yeah, he's set to berserk. I am correct. Although, let's see if we got a custom. Let's see here. Distance is set to charge. I actually don't know, Dr. Winter, but I prefer grits that have the consistency of mashed potatoes. If that makes sense. Hmm. Here, could you carry a few things for me, please? Please. Just kind of help out the old inventory a little bit here. What is that? That's the jerky. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with that in just a second. Give me a second here, though. I think that's actually all I can unload. Thank you. Oh, we're cool, Elysium. I'm not really irritated at you. I'm mostly irritated at the game I'm playing. However, I really did think that we'd answered the question, and you just kept asking it over and over. So, I'm not going to apologize for that, but I'm going to apologize for my tone, so I'm sorry. Now, let's figure out how we can do this. Okay, so... Attack who? Whoever's closest. So, be careful not to hit me. Run away as you need a tourniquet. Melee, then ranged. Charge, whoever's closest. Stimpaks wouldn't hurt a lot. I, of course, don't have any Stimpaks. I don't even think I have a way to heal right now other than just waiting a few days. Alright. Yeah, so nice talking to you. I hope you're not going to die soon. You should heal yourself now. I mean, uh-oh. Quick. First aid. Quick. Did it do anything? Nope. We can do this. We can heal him with no tools, no experience, and no anything. We got this. Power. Alright, so... of course the geckos are completely immune to everything. Die, monster. I'm gonna move like over here to try not to hit him again. Scooch down a little bit more. So while we're doing this, let's see. Does the Emperor have a cure for spontaneous migraines or headaches? Probably yes. It's all just brain stuff. Yes, that's right. Brain stuff. What upcoming games am I most excited for? You know, I get this question periodically. Do you mean the games that are upcoming on the list, or games that are coming out? Because there's different answers for both. Through the sludge. Solik is just taking damage from the sludge. Which, okay. Solik is dead. Alright, so let's try that again. Hang on. I have an idea. Terrible idea. Let's trade. Here, I got some boots for you. So, next in the queue. Okay. Well, looking at the queue, I'm looking forward to Subnautica, Subnautica 2, Dishonored, Stardew Valley, Cadence of Hyrule, The Diablos, Modern Warfare 1, Crusader Kings 3, XCOM 2, The Devil May Cry block, Paper Mario 1 and 2, Dragon Quest Builders 2, Luigi's Mansion 3, Shovel Knight, Bloodstained, Curse 1 and 2, Symphony of the Night, Ori 1 and 2, Shantae 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all the Marios, GTA 5, and all the Metroids. So I'm looking forward to all of that. Let's see if this worked. Hey! I was just waiting for him to not use the boots. Oh my god. As far as games that are coming out that I don't know about, I don't know what's coming out. I have a really bad mental map for that because I usually don't keep track of games that are coming out. Because it usually doesn't matter. Yeah, Call of Duty 4. We've actually already reviewed Modern Warfare 1R. So we'll be reviewing Modern Warfare 1. So look, why are you so slow? You're not a super mutant. Why is he walking? Why are you walking, Sulik?
What you be needing?
I have played Disco Elysium. In fact, I've streamed and reviewed Disco Elysium. I don't see anything about please walk at a real speed. I mean, Boromir was legit. He was the perfect kind of heroic type person. Strong, brave, intelligent, capable, competent. Exactly what he filled with the ring. Hi, Smiley. Yep. I hated it with a fiery passion serum, but not because it was a bad game. Disco Elysium was actually a very good game, but that game bothered me. That game was way too real in several ways. I actually recommend several people play it, and if you haven't been able to play Disco Elysium, I do recommend it. But only if, you know, you don't have issues with depression. Because that game is depressing as hell. Like, that game literally gave me nightmares. And I don't mean like, oh no, spiders. No, I mean nightmares. I mean suicide nightmares. Okay. Well, let's just keep doing this. What is it, 8? So that's the proviso I always add to that. I've got the tool. It's right here. Okay, fine. We'll use the tool. Use on... Okay. Yeah, it's kind of an RPG, kind of a point-and-click game. It's its own thing. It's rather unique. I do recommend, if you have no issues with depression, or bleakness, or suicidalness, or mental health issues, that you go ahead and try it out. It is a very unique experience. But if you have those kind of issues, it does not hold back at all. Proviso and warning. That's pretty much where that's at. Oh yeah, it gets a little political too, but that's whatever. That gecko is just slowly crawling over to us as I... Oh, Disco Elysium, no question. I can't even say why because it's a spoiler, but if you know about the setting, you know why. The Disco Elysium setting is doomed. Hi! Well, this is a thing that's happened. Okay. Well, this is my life now. Yeah, I gave the game a negative for the fact that it wouldn't stop pushing political agendas in the narrative. Which is a weird negative to give, but it kept pulling me out, because what it felt like was the game would pause, and then the writer would reach out from the game and be like, hey, hey. Like, imagine someone just hits the brakes on the car as you're driving. Imagine you're racing. You're racing in some go-karts, and you're having fun, and it's cool, and it's, oh, yeah. And then every now and again, someone just forces the car over and says, so, I want to talk to you about subsidies for farming, okay? And then they just force the entire experience to a halt while they preach at you. And that's why it was actually a negative, not just because of, you know, the agenda or whatever, but because it really was detracting from the experience, which is the definition of a negative. Okay, so that's dead. Back to spamming 8. Oh, hang on, let's switch here. I can do this. I can do this. What's science? 7. Maybe we can do this. I can do this. I can do it. I have science. All right, fine, whatever. I'm gonna take the advice. Go ahead and put on the boots. All right, now to have a cutscene while Mr. Red is busy. Actually, I'm gonna save down here. Actually here. Come on, save. Game? Oh, I hit load. Why did that hit load? Save. That was just confusing. Alright, now we want a minimum gloop run back. And hopefully no Mr. Red donating, because I can't take that right now. Sulik, you know what? If I just leave him, is he fine? He's fine, right? He's fine. He's fine. Ah, damn it, there's an enemy. Why do you exist? Ugh. It's time to stab Mr. Red. Ugh. Thank you very much, Mr. Red. I do ever and always appreciate. That's an interesting question, Dark Day. You have asked me one of those wonderful philosophical questions. Does 1 penny matter? It's a good question. I suppose intent would matter? But if you're asking me, am I going to be leaping for joy because you gave me a penny, I am not a very good liar, so the answer is no. Plus, I'm not a big leaper for joy. Anyways, I didn't even see G-Juice's, so you can tell I'm distracted today. Towards Yakuza Kiwami 2. Thank you, All right, hang on. So Mr. Red is giving stuff to all kinds of stuff. Hang on, hang on. So we've got King's Awful 4, and then Futurama, and Donkey Kong Country, and then FT, then Yakuza 0, and then Being Nibbled to Death by Cats. You got it. Is that? That's right. Yep. Okay. Okay. Is it dead? Are we dead? It is not dead. Okay, so let's get to the point where we won't shoot the guy we came here to rescue. So that's a life goal right there. Hey, maybe don't... Oh my god. Hey, dude, maybe stop attacking the golden gecko. Random thought. Leave that to the people who have stats. Alright, so hang on. Questions. Hang on. Ah! There we go. Okay. Scroll down a little bit here. What would the ring do to people that are evil? You're joking, right? Like, let's say the Joker gets the ring and he's like, oh, this'll be fun. I could use this for all sorts of things. And he would immediately, and without hesitation, fall headfirst into being corrupted by it. And that would be the end of him. Deadpool would be okay because Deadpool can break the fourth wall. And that would save him. He would be like, oh, it's the one ring. And he would have to turn into a joke. He'd be like, you know, I must use this ring to save the world. Nah, I'm just kidding. He would be totally unaffected by it, but not because of evil or not, but entirely because of his fourth wall powers. X says, I'm reinstalling the Homeworld Remastered, but I want an authentic experience. No fan mods or fixes. Would you say that's advisable? No. Please, for the love of God, do not do that. Spare yourself the misery that is playing the Homeworld Remastered 1 without any fixes or changes. Jesus Christ. Do these respawn, or are they just roaming? God damn it. Well, whatever, I've got to push through them. Well, there's actually a lot of problems. Believe it or not, So, Homeworld Remastered and Homeworld Vanilla are actually fundamentally different from each other. I don't just mean, like, there's a couple of little things. I mean, the engine is different, the way it calculates damage is different, the way certain ships function is different, the way that it handles fuel is different, the way that it handles collision is different, the way that it handles whether or not the AI of fighter pilots, any of the fighter craft is different. It is, in almost every way, a fundamentally different game. There's reasons for that, which I'm not going to bore you with. Other people have already gone through that. You can find some cool documentaries on the creation of that, if you ever are interested, on YouTube. But the long and the short of it is, if you want an authentic experience with Homeworld 1, you're going to have to play Homeworld 1, not Homeworld Remastered. What I would consider to be the minimum requirement is the patch, which I don't remember the name of, which was actually... So, for those of you not aware, yes, it is Gumgum. For those of you not aware, Homeworld 1 was partially... The remaster was partially put together by people who are fans, not just developers, people who actually were interested in doing the remaster. And then the game was kind of shoved out the door because, you know, quarterly reports and yada yada. And so those people kind of kept working on it after the fact, and so it was patched up with a fan patch into a higher degree of acceptability. I don't remember the name of that patch, however, I have a feeling that if you were to spend a few moments on Google, you'd be able to find it and then install that and actually have something closer to a better experience. However, and that patch will fix the biggest problem by a huge margin. The biggest problem by a huge margin is the scaling that the game adds. So the way the game... This is actually a more complicated thing than it sounds like, but the long and the short of it is that the game actually has a hidden variable in the remaster specifically that will scale how many ships the enemy has relative to how many ships you have. This is something unique to the remaster, and it's actually based off of a mechanic in Homeworld 2, because the remaster is literally Homeworld 1 rebuilt in Homeworld 2. There's apparently a door somewhere. Hang on, I didn't see a door. Yeah, Mandalore has a video on this. That's a good source. So go check out Mandalore's thing. I believe he has links to some of the patches and the whatnot I was just mentioning. Door to the south. Okay. Can that be patched out? Yes, and it has. What's going to happen is if when we get to the homeworld block, I'm going to say, hey, here's this mechanic. It totally sucks. And then I'm going to give it multiple negatives. Probably 3. Maybe just 2. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And then, once those negatives have been given, we're going to be like, all right, cool. Now we're going to patch that crap out. No, it's probably only 2 negatives. Solek, please stop dying. Yeah. Solek just died. Alright, so anyway, Solek's dead. Why is Solek dead? No, stop. Where's the other boots? Solek. There you are. Oh my god. Oh my god. Talk to Solek. There you go. Hey, let me look at your inventory for a second. Yep, boots be gone. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Depressing. Alright, so, wait here until I come back.
This look like a good place to sit back.
I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to get Solek killed at some point on purpose, because screw him. I don't know, who knows? Ian grew on me. I only let him die when I was, you know, getting towards the end of the game. Get some drugs. Eh, you never know, I might need some flares. I've never needed a flare before, but doesn't mean I won't. I was gonna say, isn't it a dice roll when there's stuff like that is consumed in this game? Alright, let's go.
What you be needing?
Let's go. Save. I believe you can just attack your companions directly and shoot them to death. It's like, alright, hey, I'm sick of you, Bwong. Whoa, whoa, no, go to Klamath. Go to Klamath. We might actually finally be done with this goddamned town. Are you married? Yes. To a shotgun. Alright, I definitely remember who asked me to find their husband. Is it you? Yes! Aw, $100. Thank you. Okay. Quest completed. Quest advanced. We will probably be playing this game, like, next week. This is a long game. Smiley's here somewhere. Are you Smiley? Are you Smiley? There's Smiley. Teach? You can teach me. Oh my god, yes, please teach me everything. Uh-huh. Yep, yep, yep. Nope, we're good. Peace. No, I am not, Act. You'll notice I don't even have my headphones in right now. At all. Alright, so. How would Picard deal with the Garden of Kadesh? First he'd try diplomacy, and then he would try weapons. To the den! Bah, ba, ba. See you around, Spherum. Okay, so, what is the difference between good... Hold up, that screwed everything up. Hang on. Do I think the next Fallout game should take place in another country? Yes! I've said that a few thousand times, and I've always been shouted down about it, but I do stand by that opinion firmly. We've had plenty of Fallout games in the States. Let's go somewhere else, please. Thank you. Next up will be Fallout 98, which will be set in the States. Because, of course, it will. Canada is part of the States. Oh. Do I think Gollum was ever on Frodo and Sam's side? In the movies? Yes. In the books? No. Dark Day says, sorry, I'm finally getting back to it. What are my thoughts on non-characters? I'm currently playing GTA 5, which is awesome. This playthrough has reinforced my dislike for non-characters, in this case, Franklin. I'd rather have actual characters than set of people who only exist to help others. I tend to not enjoy non-characters, but I usually don't give them negatives. So, in my case, to put it into simple terminology, I'd say non-characters are more an absence of a positive than a presence of a negative. You know, you keep saying that, Space Cadet. Did you know I have a question queue where you can put queues like that? But anyways, what allowed Aragorn or Gorn to resist the ring? Two things. First of all, he never actually came into direct contact with it, which is very important. And second of all, he didn't quite have the same level of despair that most of the other people did. It's okay, Space Cadet. You should probably sleep. Sleep is good. So let's put away our gun. Let's put on our galoshes, much more important. Yeah, there's actually a patch which gets rid of the kids, but the triggers that the kids do still happens. So you just kind of lose stuff to the pickpockets. Let's go over here. What do we got over here? I mean, it wouldn't change the narrative much, Dark Day, which I suppose really is the point. Chem reliant. Yep, that's what we call a drug addict, by the way. Thank you, UK version. Now that's a jet whore. Well, we can't call them drug addicts. We can call them drug whores. Let's see. Well, yeah, Aragorn also is literally a reincarnation. But, yeah. Years of experience and a great deal of humility probably help. Myron, Dark Day. I can't believe I remember his name. But Myron is who you're thinking of. So, funny thing, Fallout 4 retconned that. In a weird way. Now, so here's the thing. Let's just get this out there. Bethesda retconned it in Fallout 4 because they don't care about continuity, as Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 both prove. However, I actually like this one specific retcon. Because the way this retcon works is Myron didn't invent Jet. He found some kind of recipe for Jet from before the war, which is where Jet is posited to come from Fallout 4, and then just took credit for it. And I actually like that better than him inventing Jet. Because Myron is totally the kind of person who would do that. Sure, I won't fight anybody. To the church of the Unity. not to defend Bethesda, but the whole point is that the Brahmin thing was... You know what? I don't even give a damn. I'm just gonna let you go. You can hate Bethesda all you want. I'm done caring. I have no tolerance today for anything. I do like how he flat out says you get one question instead of, you know, Fallout 1, where, you know, they just kind of had one dialogue option and then chopped you off. Well, there's the choice. What's the difference between true, good, true, tour, and evil? Oh, good, what? What's the difference between good, tour, and evil, neutral? Oh, neutral, good, neutral, and neutral, evil. Got it. Well, by the books, neutral in that category means you do not care whatsoever about being chaotic or being lawful. You have no preference on the matter, so you'll simply do whatever it is you care about. So a true neutral does whatever they want to without regards to preferring to be orderly, preferring to be chaotic, preferring to be good, or preferring to be evil. Someone who is neutral good does not care about the method, only cares about good. And someone who is neutral evil does not care about the method and only cares about evil. That's it. It's actually really basic when you get down to it by the book. Whoa! I'm being shot. Okay. Why are you shooting me? We're just gonna do this, because that's just, yeah. Alright, so, ahem. Yes. Yes. Neutral people would... Alignment has nothing to do with someone being corrupted by the ring or not. No, I just tried to use the door to walk in, and they were like, "We'll kill you," and I'm like, okay. Alright, hang on. Scroll down a little bit here. So, do I know what lawful, chaotic, neutral... Do I know what lawful, neutral, chaotic is? What is it? Well, I just answered that. Do I think anything about the rep perks? I think they're an interesting concept. Some reps would stick with you. I do like the concept of rep perks, because what that effectively is, if we break it all down, is it is progression gameplay, rather, or gameplay progression? So there's leveling, right? You go and you stab things, and as a result of stabbing things, you get stronger. But there's also progression leveling, which very few games actually dip their toes into. I actually really like progression leveling as a concept. Progression leveling is when you do stuff, and because you're really liked by someone, or because you've hit a certain point of the story, or because a major plot event has happened, your gameplay mechanics, or stats, or levels, or perks, or feats, or abilities, or something changes. Now, the Fallouts, if you're paying attention, have done progression several times in terms of allowing you to permanently raise your special stats, just to use one very basic example of that, or of course the rep feats in this very game. Would I agree that with Sheparov that Makarov is a nobody? Yes. Space Wizard Makarov was a nobody. That was the whole point. Until Modern Warfare 3, of course. Least favorite character in the Fallout setting. Who was the villain of Lonesome Road? Because that's my answer. Does the ring change your alignment? The ring completely corrupts you. So, yes. I don't think Gollum before and Gollum after is the same alignment. Would I rather be neutral good or lawful neutral? Oh, in a neutral good or lawful neutral. Let's see. Would I rather be in a verse that prefers order but doesn't care about good, or in a universe that doesn't care about order but prefers good? That's an easy choice. I'll take neutral good 10 times out of 10. Why didn't I like Ulysses? Because he's a preachy asshole who's totally cool with nuking people because he's got a grudge? Screw Ulysses. Elijah is more scummy, but I still think I'd put Ulysses at worse. Ah, hello. Yeah, I'm definitely here for some slave action. What, the one where the clouds engulf the wastes, Doggo? Okay. Well, let's try to go talk to the boss. It's probably that guy. There's a bunch of slaves here, and I'm level nothing. There's a bunch of armed guards, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 11 armed guards here. Pretty much, I guarantee, oh, sorry, 12 armed guards here. 13, probably just to discourage the player from just trying to free the slaves. Okay. Oh, alright. Joshua Graham? No thoughts. No thoughts, only punch. Orange! This guy's trying to pick up radio transmissions about the Enclave, whatever that is, and knew something. I mean, that happens every time, Rama. And I mean, a New Vegas run isn't going to be happening for probably in the year-plus range, so I'm not super worried about it. Yeah, you can become a slaver. We're not. Scroll that a little bit. But I have to deal with people ask the same questions over and over. Yeah, no, that's my everyday life, Elysium. This is how that works. Okay. Okay. We're gonna stretch. We're gonna Alt-Tab. And we're gonna look up the walkthrough. Alright, here we go. Walkthrough. It says to go to Modoc next. We don't even know where Modoc is. Hang on, what do we got here? The Den. Here we go. The Den. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, Zedslayer. I need to stretch my back out. Oh, let me stretch my back out. I'm not doing the I hate the game stretch. I literally need to just stretch my back out. Ah, that's better. All right. Blah 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 blah. There's like 17 paragraphs about how not to kill the kids. Well, okay. So let's just try talking to one of these people. Okay, hi, Tyler. He just wanted me to check it for him. Okay, well, that didn't work out. If you can't ask me questions, Elysium, then what's the point of even having the question queue? I mean, think about it. I do feel... I was trying to put this into words this morning. You know the thing I dislike the most about playing a game like this? By the way, this still applies to Fallout 3. And arguably New Vegas. I dislike the feeling of being lost. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what to do next. I have a very small list of what to-dos, and don't know where to do most of those things. And it's a very frustrating sensation, especially since it almost invariably involves wasting time. So, for example, I didn't complete the quest just now. So I'm not sure how to complete the quest right now. Now we're just going to go back. Well, like, let me use a specific example. Let's say you've just walked into... yeah, Morrowind had this in spades. Let's say you've just walked into the town that I can't think of the name of. The first town in Fallout 3. Where are the quests in Fallout 3? In that town that I can't think of the name of. Now, I know where they are. Megaton, thank you. I know exactly where they are. But the only reason I know where those are is because I've played that game over and over. And I also happen to have used a walkthrough at one point in time. Where are the... Let's say you're playing the game for the first time. You don't have a walkthrough. You don't have anything. Where are the quests? What do you do? In what order? Where? How? Fun fact. The first time I ever played Fallout 3, I did that thing where I completely skipped over a huge chunk of the game because I didn't go to the bar before I encountered Rivet City. Actually, as I was showing off this morning, it's very easy to skip the sheriff. I bring all this up because I hate that crap with every fiber of my being. Fallout 3 isn't as bad about it, but the only reason Fallout 3 isn't as bad about it is because there's less NPCs, and for no other reason. Even in that case, it's still possible to completely skip over things, simply by virtue of how you path through the game. Then you have a game like Fallout 2. I'm going to stop being nice about this, because Fallout 2 is glutted with NPCs. There's one right there, there's one right there, there's one there, and there. There's probably 50 more on the screen. Like, there's another one over here. There's one here. There's one here. There's about 13 in here. There's about 8 over here. And there's 2 more. Let's just popped in. There's this guy who's roaming. There's this guy who's roaming. And none of these people will talk to you if you talk to them. It's a weird situation, but it actually frustrates me how many NPCs are in this game that are generic NPCs. Because, and if you don't understand why that's weird, usually that's something that's like a positive, because it helps flesh out the world, make it feel like there's actually a city with people living in it. But here, all it does is make me irritated by not knowing who to talk to, when, and where. In fact, in this case, for example, and if you're paying attention earlier, I can only talk to one of these 2 people in order to progress this quest. Nothing indicates this other than just talking to the 2 of them. Oh, and now I can't even talk to them. I'm supposed to wait an hour. What tells me that? How do I know that? I'm going to do it because I've got the walkthrough up. But how am I supposed to know to just sit here for an hour in order to be able to talk to this guy again? I'm sorry. I apologize. I really do. This morning was very, very frustrating. Thank you, Shrike, very, very much. I will jot that down for dealer's choice. Thank you. I never did figure out how much this game sold for. I dinged from that, apparently. That's very strange. My uncle, who had to have brain surgery, is currently going through chemotherapy in order to recover. He caught COVID, which means he has to discontinue his chemotherapy lessons, or treatments. Temporarily, but still. found some raw chemical compounds. New Reno is the chem capital. They have to get raw materials, and they're getting some from Vault City. New Reno is somewhere to the south. It's actually quite a bit to the south. $50? Yeah, sure. Hang on, we need to settle some old maters. Where's Mertzer? Good morning, Ross. No. I've committed to it, Django. It's just... I don't know how to explain it better than I have. The fact that this game brings people joy is something that I think is awesome. And I mean that with absolute sincerity. I would never say otherwise. God, it irritates the crap out of me that some people think I just want people to hate games, and those people are stupid and dumb. I just feel so lost and so frustrated pushing through this game. And I know I'm going to be playing it for like another week plus because this is a very long game. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how to make that happen. Okay. Let's see if we can find Mertzer. Let's go down here. It's the only place that we've had a unique NPC interaction with yet. Mertzer is the slaver boss. Thank you. Okay, let's go talk to him. No, I don't have any headphones in if you're paying attention. I'm just hearing my voice and the fans right now. Okay, there's Becky's. We need to avoid that. Fallout 2 is a rather long game, yes. And I don't know what I'm doing. So you combine those two factors, and there's a pretty good chance we're going to be playing this. My current ETA is probably sometime like next Wednesday for finishing this up. Do you both are very for different settings. Lord of the Rings is more romanticized, the past, and so on. Witcher is more bleak about everything. Lord of the Rings is more good versus evil. Witcher is more gray or just complete bleak cynicism. Do I agree with that? No, because Lord of the Rings doesn't romanticize the past. In fact, part of the major thematic point of Lord of the Rings is to move on from and let go of the past. Other than that, yeah. I mean, if I looked up a few things, I could go beat this game in probably about 40 minutes, but I actually don't remember a lot of the specifics, because it's not like you can't just go to the end of the game. You have to have the right stats, talk to the right person, and then in the doing, be able to move on to the place. I would also need 2 super stim packs, or 3? 2 or 3 super stim packs, in order to be able to move through that. If I can Mergade or Fation... What? No, yeah, there's some very specific requirements to push through Fallout 2 quickly, and I don't actually want to do that. I really don't. I want to do my best job that I can do here. So we're going to do the best job that I can do. I've actually legitimately thought about just doing this. How do you shove? Because Sulik won't get out of the doorway. Oh, there he goes. He did it. He did it. Well, I tried the... Oh, now I can shove. Maybe? Yeah, there's shove. Why couldn't I do that earlier? Whatever. Look was like, no! I heard what you said. Okay. So if I was to merge Lord of the Rings and Witcherverse, first of all, that's a terrible, awful idea that I would never do. That's the first step. We'll start with that. Second of all, if we were to do that, that doesn't work. Because there's a lot of problems with it, because Lord of the Rings doesn't really exist on a planet in the strictest sense of the words. It exists within a song that was kind of unanimously sung by multiple of the creator species, but then there was the discordant song because and so that doesn't really fit with The Witcher, which is a planet which occasionally has a conjunction thing where other dimensions coexist and interact with it. At the moment, I don't know, Ross. It's probably been improved since the last time I looked. So if you win, you can have their job like before. They have extra funding and slightly a number of us. If you can find some kind of extra weakness, how much you paying? 150. That's really not a lot of money, but okay. How much money do we have right now? That's the wrong button, Laura. Money. We have 400 caps. That's actually not too bad. See, the problem is Lord of the Rings doesn't fit with other dimensions because it's not just a dimension. It fundamentally follows different rules of reality, right? Our speech at the moment is 40. I do have points to burn on it. We go that route. Okay. Let's start raising speech then. I mean, we probably want this cranked anyways. If nothing else for the Frank Horrigan fight. I don't know what we're going to need it at, but we are now at 106. Small gap over here. There. Boom. Done. Neck. Okay. Done. We are very talky. We could probably have actually bluffed the guy now. This is Fallout 2 music, I think. I haven't done anything, I think. Double checking. Yep, nope, I've got nothing up. So it's just Fallout 2 music. Correct. Horrigan is the only question mark enemy in the game you have to kill. It's kind of similar to the Master back in Fallout 1. You have to kill the Master to progress. Unless you're talking the bad endings. So you do have to kill the Master, and you do have to kill Frank Horrigan. Frank Horrigan's also in all 10s, which we'll talk about what that means when we get there. Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't encountered him yet. Okay, so... Correct, Dr. Winter, but you do still have to kill the Master. I mean, if you want me to be slightly more technically accurate, the Master has to die as a result of the player's actions. Is that better? Let's try something here really quick. I turn to my GM. Is there a back door into this place? The way that oh, this is Becky's. Do I want Becky's? Doesn't appear to be another door. I don't think Harry would really have an opinion on Geralt and vice versa. Geralt would probably just be like, they're giving magic to kids now. Well, we're never walking in there then. Moving on. Apparently, under the right circumstances, if you just stand there, they will just steal from you infinitely until your inventory is empty. So that's cool. Alright, let me think about this. I have 15 rounds. I burned a lot on those geckos. I prefer it if you don't, Elysium, because it doesn't work the way you're thinking it does. It doesn't draw my attention to it. It does the opposite. It makes it easier to ignore. I know that's not really how it's supposed to work, but that is how it works, especially on my screen. So, generally speaking, highlighting it isn't something I would suggest doing. Don't apologize. It's not your fault. It's Twitch's fault. I don't know, Black Malkin. Yeah, by the way, there's a lot of cut content in this game. I've already referenced one of them. This guy's quest for a sister doesn't exist. We've actually, I believe we've already run into, what, 3 separate instances of cut content? There's a lot. Rushed development. What do you want? Very rushed development. This is one of those cases where, and I don't mean this as a slight. I don't mean this as a negative thing. It's astonishing this game is as good as it is, given how rushed it was. Dude, a new Vegas that would, with actual polish would be legit. No joke. And it will never happen. The end. Honestly, anything, Django? I'm trying to think, because the current quest I have is find some kind of advantage to help take them. So my first thought was trying to think of something nearby terrain-wise. There wasn't anything, of course. So I started looking around, thinking maybe there was maybe a gun shop or someplace else nearby, and there isn't. There's the slave place, there's the diner, and there's the bar, and that's it. But I've received a vision. I must go inside. I actually think that would be awesome, Crazy Norse, especially if Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 got some polish that they very desperately need. Got this. I know what to do. I know how to do it. The infinite power that I have. Please tell me I don't have to drug myself. Well, that's the same message 3 times, but there was another thing. A New Vegas 2? I mean, yeah. You know, so I'm one of those weird people who really liked Outer Worlds. You make a game with the quality of life and gameplay function of Outer Worlds as New Vegas 2, sold. Oh, nice. One of his buddies won it big at the tables. And he's going to a party tonight. Interesting. Okay. Yep, nope, they're getting drunk. See, this works. This makes sense. Let's do it. I mean, I find just about every question thought-provoking. I always feel bad when I don't really have a good answer, though, because that happens a lot, because I'm a moron, as we've discussed many times. Up. Hang on, I've got a voice in the ear. What's going on? What's going on? Yes, No, I agree. Remakes are stupid, and they should never do a proper remake of KOTOR 1, Fallout 1, or God of War 1. Those games are perfect as is. Yeah. No, I agree completely. No, Eurojank is good jank. We all know this. I just don't understand these questions. Alright, so I guess, let's save before we do what we're about to do, because we're just going to stare at a wall for a few minutes. Rest until party is healed. I'm sincere. What? Oh, right, okay. I'm awake. Ugh. All your bones shoved back together. I lost my party member. Where is he? Zelik. There you are.
What you be needing?
Double checking. This is... Okay, cool. Just making absolutely sure. Alright. Save. I mean, honestly, it may not. Considering Microsoft owns both, would I have enjoyed Obsidian doing a proper remake of 1? Yes. Here's the problem. They'd probably make it a BRPG. First-person style, Bethesda style, like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Don't mistake me. I don't have any real issue with that. But I do think a proper remake of 1 should be done top-down. You know, Wasteland 3 style, or Divinity Original Sin 2 style. IMO. So, we're going to do it. You'll have to come fight with us if you want your money. You won't have to fight, but just be sure it's not a trap. Okay. Yeah, sure, let's do it. I'm here. I don't have to fight. That's funny that they actually tell me that, by the way. We are going to actually help her. It feels like the better thing here. Thoughts on the planned layoff news in the tech industry? That's actually a much more complex topic than it sounds like. Because on the one hand, layoffs suck, but on the other hand, the very nature of how many jobs exist in which directions is kind of wrong right now. And the IT industry is hit by that more than most. In short, I think that what should probably happen is, instead of just laying... there it's hitting us. Instead of just laying people off, what should probably happen is, you know, fixing the jobs themselves. Wow, I just straight up missed. But that's whatever. Oh, yeah, there it is again. Oh, yeah. Just enjoying that. A lot of people have jobs that don't... How do I phrase this? That shouldn't exist, I think is how I'm going to phrase that. No, I'm not referring to Twitter at all. In fact, I wasn't even considering Twitter in this. Yeah, what do you want me to... Hang on, the game's frozen. Give me a sec. Come back to me, Fallout. There we go. Okay. What am I looking for? Yeah, no, there's BS jobs, or useless jobs. But it's not like there can't be good jobs for those people. Okay. In short, there's... How do I explain this? There's a difference between being efficient and ruining your processes. And there's a difference between having backups and redundancies and having a bureaucratic nightmare, right? And the problem is too many people lump these things in together. Probably because it's easier. So, do I think that there should be some redundancy in jobs? Absolutely. Do I think that there should be some efficiency design and actually fixing jobs and who connects to who has access to what, who's responsible for what? Absolutely. That's kind of my overall point. In most companies, you don't actually need to fire, god damn it, most people. You just need to change what their job is, who they report to, and how they operate. Yeah, exactly, Blade Chaval. It needs to be properly managed. To just put it as absolutely bluntly as I can. So restructuring? Absolutely. I could think of a lot of industries which could really use a good restructuring, but the IT more than most. But just straight up firing people? That sucks. There is such a thing as too many employees, but that's another topic entirely, honestly. Oh, he's not dead. Is he dead now? I think he's dead. He's dead. Yeah. You say that, Dark Die, and I don't agree with you. What Elon Musk is doing is looking... So let's assume you got a steak, all right? And there's some fat on the edge of the steak. So what you should do is very carefully trim out the excess gristle and fat. And instead what he's done, he's pulled out a cleaver and is just doing this. And as usual, it comes down to implementation, not the idea itself. I'm going to just wait and see what they do next. We out of combat? Are we done? Did we do it? Yeah, I guess we did. Woo. Now that being said, ironically, you know the one type of job that I think should be trimmed for the most part? Almost across the board in any industry. Managers. There's a lot of waste in management. Like, way too much. Hang on, it's stalled. Like it does. Yep, there we go. So, what? Okay. Okay. Well, let's shoot the guy in front of me. Meta can go to hell. That I hate to sound vindictive, but honestly, if the entire Meta Corporation, excuse me, branch, just kind of out of existence, I'd be okay with that. Screw the Meta. Screw it as hard as possible. Just throw it into the trash, light the trash on fire, toss it into the sun, and set it to supernova. It does, Django. I know it does. The problem is we were supposed to have a fix for it, which we don't. In fact, there was also another fix which was supposed to work, which is what we were spending time on this morning, which also didn't work. So, this is just our life. This is just something that's going to happen. And there's no fix for it. That's why it's probably going to be a negative. Yeah, I know. Sub-management is absolutely required. There's paperwork, there's connections, there's meetings. If nothing else, think about it this way. Let's say you have a team of 8 people, and these 8 people are working on project. Of these 8 people, you need someone to then inform not only other project groups, other teams, but also the people up top who are making decisions. What's our progress, what we're working on, what we need, etc. And it should be a two-directional thing, right? We need this, this is what we're working on. The thing is, and someone in chat already mentioned this, I think it was Savicom, a lot of the times that kind of level, the cell level, You could just pick one team leader and say, hey, this is your job. Send out, send in, and that's going to be part of your job. Obviously, that varies based on industry, though. That's kind of a variable thing. But yeah, as Kira White Noise says, most managers don't actually manage, which is the problem. Ow. That's a long one. There it goes. Ugh. I have heard that Argentina's middle management problem is really bad. Also China, supposedly. Already did that. Make a Pel. Pelly? Either way, I did do that, which is why I'm a little bit sad that it didn't work. But thank you. Although, you know what I could do? Hang on, I just had a random idea. Let's try to finish this combat. Actually, you know what? No. Hang on, let's not finish this combat, because we've got to save... Whoa, game. There we go, we're back. I have an idea. Hate to undo that combat, but that combat's a perfect place to test if we can fix this. If we can get a permanent fix for this, then we probably should. Because this is a nice long game, and that's not going to make the viewing experience any more pleasant. So give me a moment. I have an idea, Crazy Norse. And not for another hour, Dark Day. Welcome to Daylight Savings Time, which is finally going away in one country. Oh yeah, that's another thing. You want to hear the most controversial opinion I have about management? You ready for this? Here it comes. Here in the States, there's an automatic assumption that managers should make more money than the actual workers. That's an assumption I do not agree with. I mean, if you say that, Crazy Norse, but if you were paying attention, what I said is the automatic assumption that a manager should make more money. How come? That's a lot more complex of an answer. I'm pretty sure managers would dislike me for that one, yeah. Alright, hang on. Okay, so we still have our screen preferences. So that's good. This should be us. Okay, well, nothing looks different, which is actually weird, because it should. Yeah, I'm guessing SFAL just literally comes baked in, because I have not installed Jack with regards to anything. So, party, let's do it. The short answer to your question, Savacom, is real-life experience. Probably Plutonia. Yeah, I guess I could. It's just my ability to shoot is so terrible right now. Like, my small gun skill is pretty low. Which is why I haven't been trying to do that. I've only worked as a manager a couple of times. Interesting experiences. Yeah, see, like, the eyes is 36. I could hit the torso, sure. Wong. Can't even reload. Just waiting for it to screw up here. Stupidest problem I ever had to deal with as a manager? God, that's a good question. Let me think about that for a minute. Thank you. Save. I'm going to put this up here. We're going to see how it handles the big combat here. So... the groin! And now I'm blocking the way. But, most importantly, it hasn't screwed up yet. I keep kind of almost trying to deliberately jinx myself just so I can, you know, see if that worked. You're probably wondering, what do we do differently? This is going to sound like a strange thing. But we are using the high-resolution patch now, which was not enabled. Obviously, it's not enabled by default. I was just idly curious if that would fix the issue. That's all we changed. The next thing I was going to change was I was going to do the thing that... yeah, exactly as that's there. I didn't change any settings. We just have the high-res patch running. The next thing I will try, assuming that didn't work, is turning on full screen and windowed mode in the INI. Thoughts on companies being more action-oriented democracy or allowing their employees a chance to do what they think best with no institutionalized management structure. That could work the smaller the company is, but the bigger the company is, the less likely that is to work. Now, even a large-scale company could actually still make that work. Let me use a very stupid example. McDonald's, which is a gargantuan international corporation, could absolutely make that work, as long as it's localized. One particular franchise, one restaurant, being given that level of carte blanche and leeway might actually work out. I think it's working. I think turning on the high-res patch is going to work. I also still can't get in the damn door. Just sitting here. Ow! Well, I was tanking. Now I'm going to get out of the way. I do not agree with that, Jonko. As you can see, it is not letting me in. McRibs year-round. See, it doesn't work that way, though. Because they actually can't do that. They need supplies from the regional, which gets supplies from headquarters, in order to allow them to make the McRib. So they can only make whatever they have on hand. Yeah, I am going to get out of the way, though. Let's do that. Apparently we should stop using the first save. Thank you for the tip. Just be wonderful. Imagine we get like 6 days in and it's like, hey, our save's gone. I do some degree of backup save, so we wouldn't lose everything. It's just, oh, fuck. It's just my life. It's just waiting for them to kill that one person up there so that they will move out of the way. See you around, Crazy Horse. Yeah, I should probably just start doing the rotating saves. It's so convenient to hit quick save. Instead of escape, save, scroll down, click, yes, yes, yes. What is this, a Dragon Quest game? Would you kill the guy? Finally! Jesus Christ! What took so long? Hang on, that's... God damn it. Hang on. So, which historical warrior do I like the most? Vikings? Nope. Ninjas? Nope. Samurai? Nope. A Ronin? Nope. So, by default, The only thing left is knights. I like knights. Mostly because of Shovel Knight, though. Now, that's interesting. The moment I Alt-Tab to check the question queue, now it's having the bug. Do you see that? Note I'm not Alt-Tabbing now. It's just now that I have Alt-Tabbed, the bug is starting to happen. That's interesting. What do you want to bet it's going to happen next round, too? Yep, there it goes. Well, Vikings are awful. They're marauding jackasses. And ninjas... are way too romanticized. Samurai are thugs who happen to have armor, and Ronin are samurai. Yeah, I can't stop Alt-Tabbing. That's not an option. So, alright. The fact that it happens if I Alt-Tab period is frustrating, because I've only Alt-Tabbed the one time. And it just keeps happening every time since then. Please get out of the way. She's just going to stand there. She's just standing there. Oh, knights are assholes. Absolutely. But at least they have cool armor. It's the only positive I could give that entire group. Also, Shovel Knight. Yeah, it's happening every round, too. Look at it. Look at it. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, Act. Historical warrior groups I like? No. Let's see. So if I got... Okay, so here's a good question. If you get... I'll ask this for the group, too, while we wait for this combat to end. If you get to choose any company that currently exists to make a proper Fallout 5, which 2 companies would be your top picks? Who made the 2 Pathfinder games? She is just standing in the door. Alright, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna... Shove? Are we done? Nope, we've still got one thing left. A siege question. Oh yeah, you asked a siege question, and it's a really just bizarre leading question. So I'm going to rewrite your question, okay? So let's remove the Empire from the circumstance entirely, because that doesn't fit at all. Now, let's go ahead and say, alright, so, you're in a siege, and as a result, the civilians are all being starved out in order to pay, to ensure that the soldiers get the food. So, what then happens is a soldier gives a civilian food. What do? I say, I give them a freaking medal, and then encourage more soldiers to give more food to the civilians, because of course I do. Any questions? Like, that's such a... I'm sorry, I don't want to say dumb, but it's like, alright, so we're going to defend these people no matter the cost by starving them to death. And I get that that's not really the idea, but honestly, at that point, maybe consider surrendering instead. Sieges are messy anyways. Always have been. Anyways, okay, so, apparently Owlcat Games. Thank you, Cordoon. So, my 2 picks would be Larian or Owlcat Games. Or me, obviously, since I am the greatest Fallout player ever, since I hate Fallout 1 and 2. I am joking. I wouldn't want that. I guarantee you, whatever I came up with would just piss people off. believe it or not, it is not a desire of mine to piss people off. I know. Strange. This woman just does not... Okay, she I was gonna say, she does not want to die. My God. 11, Dr. Winter. Yeah, let's see if we can get any loot. Or maybe not. There we go. Hey, a gun! Oh my God, it's a gun. Hey, Tazara. And some ammo for a gun. I'm just getting spoiled here. Should be a corpse over here somewhere. No, I did not, Elizar. There's a hammer, which I'm probably going to sell. And more gun. Delicious, delicious gun. Hopefully, Tazara is not about to ruin my day. Okay, so this has got to be better, right? Right? Better range, much better ammo, same ammo usage, same damage. Yeah, I think we're gonna use the pistol. I think that's something I'm okay with. Henry Cavill is a decent actor. He is not bad, but I would not call him particularly good either. Ugh! So let's unload that. Unload that. That. That's actually all of them. This feature doesn't exist. Ignore me. Ignore me. Okay. We got a gun. Thank you, Tazara. I do think Henry Cavill plays a very good Clark, and I mean that. It's actually probably the role I'd say he's best at, of the ones I've seen. Having said that, be nice if we, got a decent film for him to be in. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. So now that we did that, we got some levels, we got some guns, we got some stuff, we got some cool. I mean, it's the same exact problem we had with Andrew Garfield, right? I know this is kind of an unpleasant or unpopular opinion, but I actually think Andrew Garfield was really good of a casting decision for Parker and for Spider-Man. But Spider-Man 1 and 2, that is to say, The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, had garbage scripts. You got it, Tazara. Thank you. I will put those towards Arkham City, most likely. Yeah, he did a really good job in the new one. Alright, so now we kill slaves. I do like killing slaves. Slavers, excuse me. Let me be more clear about that. Let's kill the slaves! I never saw The Witcher stuff. That's why I can't comment on that, Elizar. I just closed... Okay, whatever. Which fantasy worlds do I think could be merged relatively seamlessly? Oh, I don't know. There's probably several. Which ones would I want to? Probably the Final Fantasies, but only in a proper remake situation. In other words, if they were designed from the word go to be merged, then I could see that. Merging them as is wouldn't work because they weren't designed to be merged. Ironically, I agree that Tobey Maguire does a really good job of playing someone your eyes just kind of roll over, right? Whenever you see him. I don't mean that as an insult. It's actually harder to pull off than you'd think. up the question queue a little bit. Savacom said, I said that Fallout 1 and 2 were unplayable from a modern stance based on the interface. Having played a bit of both, do I still stand by that statement? No. And I hesitate so long on that because of the word unplayable. These games are very playable. You just have to get used to it. Just like a lot of older, mostly PC games, but there's a lot of older games where you just kind of have to get used to it. You just kind of have to figure out how to get it to work. And that's Fallout 1 and 2. Having said that, I was talking it over. Now let's ignore 2 for just a second. I was talking over about 1 with a friend of mine, going down the list on some specifics on the matter, and yeah, I don't know what else to add to that. So that's my opinion on that. Moving on. All right. What is the orc population of Mordor after Sauron's death? 75,386.5. Is this better than Fallout 1? Who knows? That's not out. That's not out. Lotario asked a question. Lotario asked another question. Lotario asked another question. Lotario likes asking questions. Dr. Winter asked a question, but I don't think Dr. Winter's here right now, so we'll ignore that. Oh, hang on. Oh, Dr. Winter is here. Yay! Dr. Winter says, in World of Warcraft, what exactly are demons? Are they technically alive? Can they be purified? Would they kill them? Do they survive purely off of fel? There's actually 2 definitions for demons in Warcraft, and the line blurs between the 2. I'm just going to be honest, I don't know where to go next. I guess I could try to kill the slavers? Sure, let's just try to kill slavers. Let's just do that. Let's just walk up here and shoot this guy in the head or the groin. Or nothing. Wow, my chance to hit is terrible. Hang on, let's leave combat. I didn't do nothing. We should probably also heal too. Let's heal up. I technically know where Vic is. He's a slave right now. That's about all I know on that front, though. So I didn't actually find him yet. No. So there's demonic and then there's fel, and the 2 are actually separate things in the Warcraft setting. Fel is a type of energy. It is essentially purely chaotic magic. And I say that very specifically because it is not evil magic. It is simply chaotic. It is violently chaotic, but of course it is. It's chaotic. I don't know what else to add to that. Alright, let's try it. Let's see how this works. So let's save right here. Wait, hang on. Let's actually hit this button. Now that we know that's a thing, let's save down here. Close the door, and then shoot this guy in the head, or the groin. So, how much does that take? It takes 5 AP per shot? Jesus. Reload then. Stand here. Picture a giant field of grass, Elysium. Now, is your eye going to automatically track to one random blade of grass in that field? That's Tobey Maguire. Wow, that is really stalling. Look at that. Okay, so let's rewind time a little bit here. So let's do this. You failed to lock the door. That's funny. You'd think that wouldn't be a difficult thing to do, but here we are. Come on. You can do it. Don't make me science the door. Hey! Door's locked. Woo! Okay, let's make a separate save. Okay. Now... in the groin. And then wait. Ugh. Oh, and there's the stall. So demons are... God, where do I even actually begin with that? So most of the races you think of when you think of demons aren't actually originally demons. They are creatures that have been corrupted by Fel into a new type of being. You know, the demonic creature. There are very, 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 very few innately demonic species. The very concept of... So the way this works out is someone very powerful and very organized found a few demons, actual demons, and said, well, those suck, locked them away so they wouldn't bother anybody ever again. Then, sometime later, they were like, man, I need a giant army of invincible death to purge the entire galaxy. I know! And so that kind of led to that. Yeah, I know he's not dead. I'm debating what to do about that. So that kind of led to a decision, maybe not the best decision, to release all those demons if they served him. And then, using the tremendous power of Fel, that entity, I'm referring to Sargeras, would then infuse Fel into other species, such as the Eridar, to use the most obvious example, to convert them into demons. And the more Fel-infused you are, the more demon you are. That's why it's kind of a gradient. So it's possibly very little demon, it's possibly very much a demon. Demon hunters are actually technically demons, they're just over here on the scale. Whereas someone like Archimond is way over here. Completely glutted with it. Sense make? Probably not, because I'm explaining it terribly. Hey, we've killed one person. Thank God. Alright, now I'm going to flee for my life. No, walk over. Did you just knock him? You know what, I'm not going to question it. So the Nothrazim were originally innate demons, natural demons. And then that was retconned in Shadowlands. Whether that counts for you or not, that's up to you. I'm not here to judge. Let's keep going for the groin. For the groin! Without protection, he falls over groaning in agony. Of course they retcon it. Why wouldn't they? By the way, I think that retcon is a very bad retcon. It actually ruins quite a bit of stupid nonsense. But anyways, so what's the detriment of being a demon? So that's actually a good question. So Fel is a very corruptive force. Not because it's evil, but because it's chaotic. Very chaotic. Fel, by its very nature, tends to burn life energy as a result of how it functions. So even if you are able to perfectly wield Fel, you need a supply of life to keep using it. That's your fuel. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is the fact that that much... I don't know what better word to use. That much chaos burning through your brain tends to make you go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's why most people who are afflicted by Fel or used by Fel or whatever tend to go like, and then I will eat a puppy. It's not because they're evil. It's because their mind is literally being destroyed and they are functionally mad from the Fel infusion. It's one of the reasons why being a good warlock or a good demon hunter is possible, but tremendously difficult. Oh, we're going for the eyes. In the eyes. And yes, now that we've got that, that's the wrong button. Perfect. Nope, I don't have enough action points to use inventory. We were just talking about the Shadowlands stupid retcon of the Nothrazim. Oh, God. Okay, that didn't hit me. Thank God. Okay. Get some healing going on here. That's all we're gonna do for right now. What I said earlier, Huthor, you missed this, was that I didn't think that retcons are good or bad. I think that, you know, whether a specific retcon is good or bad depends on that retcon. And then I listed that as an example of a bad retcon. But anyways, moving on. Let's ignore that for a moment. So let's get back to the other parts of the question. So that's what a demon is. I've lost the question. Where'd it go? Would a Jedi or a Sith be OP in the Fallout universe? There's no Force in the Fallout universe. They'd probably die by virtue of not having the Force. Who's Buffy? Alright, let's go ahead and scooch up here. And wait. The best retcon I can think of? That's actually a good question. I'd have to think about that. Yeah, I noticed some morale failures going on here. Oh man, he is just sprinting. Look at that. Run. I mean, I don't know. I've never reviewed them, Jujus. If the Force existed in Fallout, I have no idea. That would fundamentally change the setting in a lot of different ways. Because the Force isn't just some power source that you can use. It's, you know, something that changes the nature of things like destiny, and will, how things move and go, and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, the Force being in Fallout would be a thing. Well, I hit him for no damage. Could the Force exist in Fallout? I mean, hypothetically, yeah. This is getting wildly out of hand very quickly. This frickin' guard. Now there's a lady in the way, so I can't just shoot him. Oh my god! No, I haven't seen any of it yet, Huthor. I don't want to sound negative, but the last few patches on Shadowlands, which I have now played, really killed a lot of my interest. God dang it! Hey! Hey! He ran near some allies! Yes! See you around, Elysium. Have a good one. Where was the... Okay, so Dr. Winter is saying, are demons alive? Yes, demons are living creatures. Can they be purified? No example of that exists. Now, I'm not saying that's a no, I'm just saying that's kind of a lack of evidence problem. So, no idea. Would that kill them? Again, no information. And I guess that kind of answers it. Lothraxian doesn't count, because Dreadlords aren't demons, as we talked about a few seconds ago. So all of that's just a whole lot of who frickin' knows. Now that being said, there are demons who are not evil. There's actually quite a few examples of those, believe it or not. But purified? No. And by all accounts, Lothraxian is just another part of the grand conspiracy of the Dreadlords. So, as a result of that, I don't think that counts anyways, even if we were to qualify him as a demon. Having said that, now that I'm thinking about it out loud, though, I think we do have one piece of evidence that someone who is fel-infused can be infused with something else to overwrite that, because that's what Zira was trying to do to Illidan. Failed at, but was making the attempt. So there you go. The answer is yes, and that wouldn't kill them, but we do know that would affect their mentality pretty much the same way any energy source would affect their mentality. As I mentioned earlier, fel, too much fel energy, it does some things to the brain. You sure he's not hostile? Oh, whatever. Bang. Oh my god. Finally. We did it. We chased him all around town. Oh my god. Okay. Let's head back. Get the scruples of our killings. Yeah, so I'm in a siege. I'm cut off from everyone else. Being mortared. No! There's troops attacking us. No! We're limited on resources. You must give that to the rest of your soldiers to keep up strength. The soldier gives one of the rations to the civvies. Rules dictate you punish them to keep authority. What do you do? He immediately commits suicide. Okay, done. Whew. Question answered. No, in the original text, Nothrazim were one of the original demons. One of the few true demons, as it was described back before they retconned that. But if it's okay with you, Huthor, my mood is not there right now, so I'm just gonna say, you win. You're right about everything, because I don't feel like arguing right now. How are the legacy videos? Or not legacy, you know what I'm talking about. How are the new animatics? Because I haven't seen any of them. As I just mentioned. What do the various energies do to people who are drunk on them? For the most part, they all do the same thing, really. Different methods, same result. Fel is chaotic, so people go, ha 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 ha. Light is very, I don't know what to call light, but what light does to the person is to make them go, yes, we must be, you become zealous. Overzealous to the point of insanity. So you either become chaotic to the point of insanity, overzealous to the point of insanity, because faith in the light. Shadow tends to make you corrupted by insanity, because the shadow is a subversive force. Void is a subversive force, excuse me. I don't think we have an no, we actually do. So druidic nature just kind of makes you like an eco-terrorist. I'm not sure what else to call that. Yeah, let me find a window where I can actually see the guy. Oh, there we go. No, maybe. In the back, maybe? How do I reach this guy? Yeah, Druid makes you just like, we must protect the trees violently. But I can't, I literally can't target him. Or maybe, hang on. Oh, there we go. Is that him? Is that person who is right there him? What else is there? Necromantic energies. I mean, that's an obvious one. We got lots of examples of what that does to people. Reload. Save in. Cannot save it this time. Probably because I technically entered combat. Gravity Falls, perfect example of giving in to necromantic power. To my knowledge, I've done all of the story stuff in Shadowlands, yes. It's actually out of range, that's funny. Well, let's shoot him. Boop. In... oh, I don't know. The groin. I missed. Wait, what? Why are they attacking them? Thank you, Ect, very much for the sub. As usual, if you want to put that towards something, do please let me know. Thank you. I'm confused by what's happening, but I'm okay with it. And I'm not okay with that. Alright, so let's shoot him. I missed. 84% chance to hit, and I missed. In that case, it looks like Gum Gum can decide where one of those dollars goes towards. Wow, I am just really good at missing. 84% chances to hit. Remind me, Huthor. Oh, Gravity Falls was your answer. That makes a lot more sense. I think that actually means we're caught up on questions other than Lotario's. That's pretty horrifying, Raven King. I mean, I guess. Sure, whatever. Oh, right. I do remember the conversation. That... I get where they were going for on that. I'm not sure I like it. Because effectively what that does is removes necromantic energy as a concept. Instead, it makes necromantic energy a thing. I did actually answer that question, Doctor, but I'll repeat myself. It makes it a methodology instead of a concept, an energy source. Which, again, I'm not sure I like or not. This is a very strange fight that's happening here. It makes sense in the confines of Shadowlands, since the whole point is to kind of define the afterlife, and undeath is a logical byproduct and nature of the afterlife, and so making death not a thing, but instead just a standardization makes sense. So I can't exactly ding it for that, but again, I don't know if I really enjoy that or not. So I suppose that's my thoughts. So the reputation perk thing, I had a big old speech about that, which of course I don't remember anything about right now. So instead I'll just say that I like that kind of progression of gameplay perks. Whether they be talents or feats or stats or skills or gear or whatever, but when you gain progression via progression is the kind of thing I tend to approve of in video game design in general. It's something I do all the time in my D&D campaigns, for example. This is brilliant, Black Malkin. This is going to make this whole situation much less frustrating. I can't even imagine how this fight would be if we were doing this normally. I mean, that's not true. I totally can imagine how this fight would be if we did this normally. It would be much longer and much less fun. Yeah, Shadowlands... I have a feeling Shadowlands will review better than some people think. But, at the same time, I don't think it's going to score particularly well overall. We'll see, of course. I can't possibly know that now. Is that... Oh, God, I lost him. Which one is him? I think it's that one. Yeah, let's kind of start going around here. Ardenweald is pretty cool. I actually agree with that. And not just because that was the first faction I went with. Nope. Aim is blocked from this direction. Oh yeah, let's end combat. So he's up there. Hang on. Aim is blocked here, too. Oh, that's what that indicates. Okay, well, in that case. Well, let's test something, shall we? Let's roam over here. What's funny is probably my favorite zone, narratively, in terms of its implications, was Maldraxxus. Oh, right, I need to unlock the door. Not because of its position in the afterlife as the Sentinel. More like the constant internal conflict contestion thing. It was like the Sith, but less stupid. Hey. And I kind of liked the way they implemented that. We just did our combat? I think we just did. Yep, we just did. That's kind of what I was expecting to happen. Yeah, exactly. Maldraxxus, by itself, is a fantastic culture. I know it's a weird word to use, but I stand by it. Revendreth... I feel like Revendreth should have been more interesting than it was, but ultimately there were only a couple of specific story points in Revendreth that really worked for me. I do like the core concept, the place you go to be redeemed, which is treated as a nice, slow, gradual, difficult, not for everyone process, as it should be. I don't like how that was tied into Anima, because not only does that make no sense, but it also creates a very weird parasitic connection there, which I don't even want to talk about. There's no other way in here, is there? Yeah, because I can't go over that waist-high fence. It's a waist-high fence! There's no defeating that. All right. The problem is I can't reliably lock the door quickly. Otherwise, that was actually my first thought, Django. Instead, we're going to actually stay and back a bit. No, I agree. Anima probably shouldn't even exist. Favorite subversion of the Chosen One cliche? Honestly, my first thought is the game we're playing right now, but then again, we're not actually a narrative Chosen One right now, so that is a cheat to say that. So instead I will say, let's see, what's a Chosen One narrative that they subverted it? Tor. Vader is actually not a bad example. Mystic Quest. Oh my god, Sulik is so dead. That's Omega not happening. So hang on, let's rewind here. This isn't happening. Can I shoot anybody else in there? I can. Well then. I think we know what I'm about to do. Yeah, actually, ironically, Harry Potter was one of the thoughts I was leaning towards. Since I've always taken the very strong opinion that Harry Potter himself is not actually the hero of his story. We got a 1 in quarter lore? Really? 1 in 4 chance to actually hit this guy. But we have a 1 in 4 chance to hit him. Hey, we hit him. How much health... Could someone Google this? How much health does Metzger have? And yeah, we're actually going to sit here for a second. Bait them a little bit closer. Or try. Because we are hitting him periodically. 50. So he is actually at about 60-something% right now. Come on, I'm right here. You can get me. I'm right here. Someone's blocking the way up there. Oh, well. Really wish I had one more AP so I could shoot twice per round instead of once per round. I changed guns, but I can still only shoot once per round. Oh no, Slaver was hit instead of Metzger. No! Whatever shall I do? I mean, I don't know if the pond is that small, so I'm gonna go with no, Gum Gum. Wait, new answer, Gum Gum. I negotiate with the enemy sieging us. Basically to save the civilians. And I get all my soldiers killed in order to save the civvies. There you go. There's my answer. I do like killing slavers. That's something Fallout 3 dropped the ball on. So there's actually a lot of... Oh my god, he's dead. I have killed the leader of the slave guild. I've gained a lot of experience. Fallout 3 has a bunch of slavers, but killing them is just kind of a whatever burger, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. There's no quest associated with it, other than the one thing in Lincoln Memorial, which isn't whatever. There should have been a task to go and kill slavers, or some kind of measuring stick to get rid of the slavers, and instead, they're just a random enemy type like raiders. And who respawn like raiders. I don't think the galaxy is that small, Gumgo, but I can see where they'd say that. Hi, Evo. Flavor Death, Inc. Can we leave combat yet? Nope. Move further away. There we go. Die, monster. I love the idea here in lore. They're all like, alright, get him! We can't! Why not? He locked the door! Aren't we inside the door? Can't we just... Wait, what? Metzger's alive? What's alive? Oops, Metzger was hit instead of guard. Did we seriously just shoot his corpse? Twice? Hi, Star Wars. Oh my god, I have now hit Metzger's corpse 3 times. You've heard of double tapping, right? This is slightly different. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't have my headphones in. Evo. Okay. Let's try a little bit of a different position. Hey, check it out. Different angle. Boop. We're gonna stay here to try and lure him. Nope. Damn. Okay, let's try a slightly different angle. Try going up here. How about here? Nope. How about here? Nope. Damn. What over here? Still nope. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Well, we had a line on him, and then he moved. Well, Oh, he's moving back. I saw that. Damn, still out of line of sight. Okay. Well, we killed the slave master. Let's get out of here. Wait, they can shoot me from this angle? What? Huh. That's interesting. That implies... Hey! Nope. We, of course, miss. Yeah, I saw the addict comment. Someone didn't scrub some text somewhere. You guys have too much health. Definitely not my fault for having this dinky, terrible blinker gun. How much do I need to level? Ah, decent chunk. Hi, Ramble. Okay, I think we killed him. We did! Woo! Slaver dead. Anybody else want to join him? No. How about here? Here. I mean, at this point, we might as well just kind of see if we can get anybody else, right? What you making for dinner? If you don't mind sharing. Seriously, why can't I get in here? Oh, whatever. Well, there are 6 guards left at this point. Oh no, the Wizardry series is totally some dungeon crawling. Like, absolutely. Yeah, no offense, hobby. The slavers are all just locked in there. Ooh, that sounds good, Ramble. Now, I haven't played some of the more recent Wizardries, to be clear. So I'm not sure about that, but like the old Wizardries, absolutely turn-based. Wow, lore. Dungeon crawlers. Good God. We have some amount of money on us. 802. We've still got 80 rounds lying around. That's true. We also got some guns to sell. Where's the vendor who sells that? Please don't tell me it's Becky's or whatever, where I have to go get pickpocketed and then murder children. Near Becky's. Okay, so we're gonna save the entrance with the one kid. Okay, hang on. So let's see. This one? Right here? There is no way to avoid the pickpockets. Not exist. Okay, that's not it. Hey, Lotario. This one, then. Right here. Maybe. Alright, rush in, rush in! I know there's one way to avoid it, and that's just to have a ton of steel skill. Which, of course, I do not have. Time and effort, by the way, is the answer to your question, Gum Gum. Nice opening. Honestly, I just want to trade, so... What do we got? There's the hunting rifle. Okay. That's a little expensive. That's a lot expensive. That's extremely expensive. Yikes. Okay. Okay. What do we got? Let's... Hang on. There we go. Okay, so hang on. Let's take one of those back. And give him 17. That equals that out, so let's just do that. So which ammo is the hunting rifle ammo? See if I can figure that out from this screen. .223. Hey, it actually did tell me. Which is that. Ooh, okay, that's expensive. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Nobody needs flares. Flares are dumb. That's Rad X. We're not getting rid of that. Not after last time. Fuel cell regulator, Xander root. Combat knife. Nuka-Cola, maybe? That's barely worth anything. Holy crap. You'd think that'd be worth a little bit more. Hey, I've got some soda. I hate to lose the knife. I think we'll go that route. So that's 480. So that's 780. Change. So that's what, 841, which we don't have. Yeah, we don't have that. All right. Oh, all the propaganda, Gum Gum. All of it. My definition of a CRPG? CRPGs... No, I haven't, Von Falkenstein. CRPGs are top-down... Let me walk that back. Usually top-down. Focused on... Oh my god, I don't know how to explain this. They're Fallout. There you go. There's the answer. Poof. We did it. We explained it. Let's see. What is that? That's the Xander root. I don't even know what that is. Let's get rid of some of this. That... Wow. Okay. Let's sell a stim pack. Hey! Let's bring back these back. It's about the structure of how the game is constructed, Evo. That's the problem. So if we wipe the board, what we have is a game that's all about... It's about doing quests. It's about doing quests, usually in a party. There's almost always a structure to how you start off, and then you gain access to an inordinate number of areas, and you can do them in just about any order you want to. And almost all of those areas, if you zoom in on a specific area, you've got little mini quests within that specific area, which you can do, and all sorts of stuff like that. Usually this structure leads itself towards a bit of flow towards it, So you go, you do, you go, you do, you go, you do, and you're not really generally supposed to go back to a specific area unless there's a specific quest that sends you back there. Structure. There's just structure to it. I don't know what to answer you by. Please don't kill me. I just took all of that. What would that do? Close enough. Let's do it. Thank you, Flick. Okay. Now, I apparently just got a gigantic donation for some reason. Not sure why anybody would ever donate to me. Lever load. And it actually does, there's actually no comment attached. So thank you, Gray and 7. I do appreciate that support very, very much. Thank you. If you would like to put that towards something, please let me know. But either way, lots of appreciation. Thank you. Most games don't have Battle Royale in them, Rama. I know that's shocking. And thank you, Ramble. It is always good to see you. I will put that towards Guild Wars 2. Okay. That's the wrong button, because of course it is. You got it, Gray and 7. Thank you again. Jot that down really quick. Before I forget. God of War 5 and Guardians of the Galaxy. Done. There's 2 games I'm curious about trying out now. So it takes the same amount of AP. It's true. If only every game allowed me to pay more money. Like, honestly, that's what I think about. I wake up in the morning and I think, you know, I hate it when I play a video game and I can't spend more money on it. If only there was more money I could spend into it. Alas. Now, this probably sounds like a joke, but I've actually seen people make comments which are along the lines of, I wish there were more microtransactions in this game. That's not a joke. Wow, they came a lot closer. Look at that. Oh my god, the door's open. Why is the door open? Why did the door open? Oh, well. Die! Thank you, Retro Justice. I will put that towards God of War 5. Yeah, so apparently unloading the cell unlocked the door. That's interesting. So yeah, Solik might be about to die. I don't know, find out in a minute. Let's see what happens. No, it makes a weird amount of sense, but at the same time, considering it saves things like the corpses and their loot, like, it saves the status of the cells, so it never would have occurred to me that it actually resets the status of interactables, like the door. Hey, look, we can shoot him in the eyes. Oh, wow. Yeah. Ouch. We successfully shot him in the eyes. I'd feel bad, but he's a slaver, so honestly, screw him. I'm starting to think this is a worthwhile investment. Here, tell you what, just for you, Flygant, I'll shoot him in the groin. Wow. Oh, no. What? Addict? I hit her instead of him? What? That might involve a reload. Because I just shot some random citizen in the middle of town, in broad daylight, in the middle of the street. We'll see how that works out. For now, more groin shots. I should have shot all of them in the eyes. My goodness. I like how we still don't have armor, by the way. That's part of why this is kind of causing us issues. I mean, that is the normal fictional approach, Gum Gum. So, that doesn't surprise me. There we go. We hit him in the groin for 34 damage. Oh, wow. Okay. Reload. Let's go for the eyes. Ooh. Oh my god. He's dead. Yeah. He's dead. Right. For the eyes, again, we miss with a 92% chance to hit. Obviously. Still going for the eyes. How will the epic battle between the slavers and the hunting rifle go? No, I know it was coming, though, Gulvarg. The first time I ever played it, I didn't get soft-locked. However, I did die. So, that probably counts. That's right. Remember, slavers are pro-microtransactions. Wow, we are just not hitting anything. Well, there's the morale check they both just failed. You know what that means. Normally I'd play the Benny Hill music, but did you know the Benny Hill music is actually extraordinarily copy-wronged for some strange reason? So just picture it in your head for a second. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Yep, he did. Next. Howdy. And dead. Who are you and why are you... What are you doing? What's going on here? Oh, it's a slave. Okay, we're out of combat. We did it! Oh god, we're back in combat. What happened? Why are we in combat? I'll kill you. You killed my friends. Oh god, my eyes! Okay, so, as I was saying, we did it! We shot his eyes out. And we will loot this place into oblivion after the lunch break.